Hey, past, present, and future mortals, Zach here, GM from the Mortals and Portals podcast, with a quick message before you embark on this adventure with us. Don't worry, we'll be battling drakes, bandits, and druids in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. First of all, we decided to remaster this episode 2 years after its release because when we launched this show, we had zero podcasting experience and wanted it to more accurately reflect our current skills. For each episode, we meticulously edit the vocals to cut out coughs, sniffles, dead air, and maintain an enjoyable pacing. We also go in and add immersive sound effects and completely original music to enhance your listening experience. Even with this remaster, there are a few things we weren't able to fix but quickly get sorted out in later episodes, such as mic placement that led to some echoey audio for one of our characters, but don't worry, it's only temporary. We also started this show with only one session of Pathfinder 2E under our belts. In fact, we are D&D 5e veterans that decided to make the switch several weeks before launching the show. Crazy, right? So for any seasoned Pathfinder players, you will surely detect some rules mistakes early on, but don't worry, we get better and your patience will be rewarded. If you're a D&D player who knows nothing about Pathfinder, welcome. You'll fit right in here because neither did we. But luckily the two systems share a lot of terminology, so you'll pick up on things pretty quick. We also have a bonus episode called From D&D 5e to Pathfinder 2e, released right after episode 4, that explains some of the key differences if you want to check that out beforehand. As a group, we enjoy epic, narrative-driven campaigns that have deep and interesting characters at its core. Our original adventure starts with the humblest of beginnings that lead to a story with planet-altering stakes. There's room for laughs, tears, triumphs, and defeats, and even character death. That's right, there's no plot armor in this adventure, so prepare your spells, draw your weapons, and step onto the node because Keldora awaits. Enjoy! Hello, and welcome to Mortals and Portals, a Pathfinder real play podcast. I am your host and GM, Zach, and joining me at the table is...
Adam, and I play Jules, an Azarketi bard.
I'm Joel, and I play Dax, a kobold ranger. No, wait, rogue.
I'm glad I wasn't the first one to make a mistake, so thanks for that, Joel. I'm Ryan, I play Ryu, Magus tiefling.
I'm Taryn, I play Waltz, who's a human champion.
But he's not a human champion yet, because you're making him right now, because you accidentally deleted him right before we hit record, so...
Correct.
So
we
it's
actually
yet to be seen.
Decided we needed one more person on this podcast, so we asked Taryn to hop in.
So yeah, we'll find out what Waltz is. I'll just make sure I don't start with you, Waltz, so you have a little bit of extra time to figure that out. So, thank you for joining us on our adventure through the realm of Keldora, which is a solar system of 7 planets. Travel between these planets is made possible by ancient and mysterious landmarks called nodes. Whenever 2 nodes on 2 different planets are aligned, anyone touching one of those nodes will be transported to the other through a magical portal. There's plenty more lore where that came from, but we'll get to that later, so let's dive right in, starting with the kobold, Dax, played by Joel.
That's me.
Yeah, you're in the wilderness. It's kind of a very traditional-looking forest region. It's not super dense. You're kind of sitting there resting for a moment. You've been wandering about the wilderness for a day or two. Would you like to describe what Dax looks like right now?
So Dax is a pretty short kobold guy, which if you're not familiar with D&D or Pathfinder or just high fantasy, a kobold is kind of a descendant of a dragon, kind of. They're little dragon-esque lizard people, effectively. He's about 4 feet tall, kind of burnt orange, reddish skin. His clothes are very tattered, wind-torn, super dirty, dusty. You see him leaning against a tree, picking at his fingers with his dagger, looking pretty confused.
Nice. Well, yeah, you are confused. So can you roll me a perception check?
Absolutely.
I swear, like every tabletop RPG is just like endless perception checks. It's just over
Pretty
and over.
much.
Yeah.
First one is always perception.
It's always a perception check.
That is a 23.
Whoa, dude! You did
Super
not need to go that
perceptive.
hard.
Good start. It's a good
Not
start.
necessary. Does your guy have ears? I don't know. I just picture there's like little holes.
He
in your
does
head.
have ears, for sure.
Oh,
they're
well,
hidden
your
under a
ears.
hood, though.
Oh, okay. Well, your ears perk up, though no one sees it because it's under a hood. But they perk up, and your eyes grow a little wide because you hear the sounds of a rickety wagon rolling down what sounds like a path, which is the closest thing to civilization you have heard since you've been here for a day or two. And it sounds like it's just a short little jog down a decline.
Okay. He'll grumble, scurry behind the tree, and kind of just peek out, watching, waiting for it to come by, observing.
Nice. Well, I'll let your 23 perception roll over so we don't just roll perception, roll perception, roll perception. And you see a wagon rolling down the road. There is a very small, short, gaunt-looking man with a big straw hat. He looks old. He is wearing green overalls with no shirt underneath, and he's got big, hairy feet. And he's slapping the reins on his horse, and you see in the back of his wagon, he's got two little sacks of something, and he's just whistling to himself.
Okay, I will, I'll just kind of wait for him to pass by, and then I will try to scurry and sneak on to the back of the wagon without
nice.
him noticing.
Cool. Oh, yeah. Roll a stealth check.
All right.
Can't wait for you to assassinate this poor old man.
Ooh, that is a 26.
He sounds like he had it coming.
Nice. Very cool. Okay. So you kind of scurry down the decline, but very quietly. This is exactly the kind of thing you do.
Oh, yeah.
You make it onto the road. You get behind the cart. You grab onto the back and roll just silently up against the sacks that he had in the back, which is right up against like where his backrest is, and you're laying completely prone. Super cool Mission Impossible maneuver, by the way.
For sure. I'll just lay back super relaxed, super casually, and just start kind of flicking my knife in my hand, flipping it end over end, playing
Nice.
with it. And then I will kind of observe his whistle for a while.
It's a terrible whistle. He's not good at whistling.
I'll try to just whistle the tune with him.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll
Adding
roll to see if he
harmonies, I
notices.
guess.
He goes, oh, what? And he turns around, and he's all wide-eyed, and he sees you back there. He goes, oh, whoa, hello. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for the ride. Where are you headed?
Yeah, no problem at all. I forgot I picked you up. You scared me
Oh,
there
yeah,
for
way
a
back.
moment.
I mean, miles ago. You forgot already?
Right. Yes. He rubs his brow. He looks very confused. You can tell he's like literally replaying the thoughts of like his day. Oh man. Yes. Sorry. It's just old age. You know. You know how it is.
Sure.
We're heading to Karos, of course. We must deliver the
Karos.
apples.
Oh,
I told you
duh.
that.
I'm
I already
sorry.
told you.
I know. I'm sorry. You know, my memory's not that great either. So, no, that's fair. And then Dax will flip up into the front seat with him. Sit right next
Nice.
to him.
Yeah. He puts his hand on your shoulder and just gives you a pat like your buddies.
You know, I was just kind of kidding with you earlier when I was telling you my name. My name's actually Dax.
Okay. Weird.
Were you fibbing with me too? Was that your real name?
I don't recall telling you my name, but then again, I don't recall much.
Yeah, you said it was Steve.
Is it really? I thought it was Digsby. Are you writing that down?
What? No.
Are you taking notes?
No, it's fine. How long till Karos? About how long we got left, do you suppose?
I can't really say. To be honest, I don't even remember how long I've been on the road. This all blends together.
Oh, God.
You look
This does not
terrible,
bode
by the
well.
way. Have an apple.
Well, excuse you.
You just look so... You're not your usual self. You look so hungry.
I mean,
I haven't seen you like this before, Dax.
thanks for the food, I guess.
If at all.
Look, this is a weird place. It's a lot greener than where I'm from. Do you
What?
know much about this area that we're in?
Of course. Did you eat the apple, by the way?
Yeah, he'll rub it on his shirt, take a bite.
He goes, that'll be 1 silver.
Whoa.
Gotcha.
Wait. Oh, Digsby.
What?
I was trying to get one over on
You
guys.
ate my apple.
No, that's fair. I'll flip him a silver.
You don't have any silver, man.
Oh, crap. I will not.
He's the first boss. You have to battle him.
Guess he does have to die, yeah.
Okay, then I guess I don't flip him a silver. Dang it. I'm fresh
Dax,
out.
do you not have any silver on you?
I'm sorry, man. No, I don't.
It's all right.
What a bummer.
Just help me carry the apples to the general store when you get to Karos, and we'll call it even.
Absolutely.
It's killing
no
my
problem
back.
at all.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. Man at your age shouldn't have to carry apples anyway. I got you covered. Don't worry.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, delightful. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, what can you tell me about this area? I'm obviously not from here. I'm used to much drier areas.
Well, wait a minute. What's that? And he points ahead, and you see a man walking down the road with his thumb sticking out, indicating he'd like to hitch a ride. Taryn, would you like to describe Waltz? If you've made him and you're a character creator.
Waltz is essentially,
He's still trying to spell out the name.
there's a lot of letters in that word. Waltz is essentially Kronk if he also kind of looked like Tom Holland and was incredibly jacked.
Oh, my.
And about like 6 foot
attractive.
tall and just a good looking guy. Yeah, he wears like more like a chainmail, very basic kind of like low level soldier type outfit. He's got like a light blue undershirt, no helmet or anything, so you can see his whole face, his hair. Even though he's looks pretty rugged, his hair looks pretty damn good.
Nice.
For
So
some
it's got
reason.
like that mixture of like sweat and water, but it looks like gel.
Yeah, so it's like a natural gel that just kind of keeps it looking really, really beautiful,
Nice.
He's got a long sword and a shield.
Nice. Well, that sounds like a very, very attractive man.
I mean, yeah.
This wagon starts pulling up behind you. What do you do?
Yeah, like you said, I have my thumb out, and I'll just kind of try and wave it down. I'll wave at the 2 people that I see on the wagon and see if they do anything.
Hey, Digsby, this guy looks like he could carry about all the apples. What do you think?
I dare say you're correct. His hair looks so naturally coiffed. He's very large
Yes, his
man.
hair is why he can lift apples. We should get him.
I wasn't insinuating that, Dax. I was merely Never mind. He pulls up behind and he starts slowing down the cart. Hello there, strapping lad. You look like you could carry some apples.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of experience carrying just about a lot of different things, and apples doesn't really seem too far-fetched from anything that I'm not capable of carrying. So
Similar to other objects,
Whoa.
yes. Indeed.
yeah. You guys have space in your wagon there. Maybe I could catch a ride. I don't know. Where are you guys going?
Oh, we're going...
Karos. Someone.
Yes.
Digsby?
That was close enough. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's where am I? Where am I at right now?
You're right here.
What a question.
Yeah. About approximately what am I near?
You're near us. What? He looks at Dax like, I'm so confused.
Hey, buddy,
So-
I'm gonna go sit in the back. You can sit up next to him. Good luck. He's hard to get any information out of.
No problem. And I'll just I'll just see if I can do maybe a strength check and just keep Dax in the front seat because I don't know if I want any part of whoever's driving this thing.
Oh, like you just want to kind of put your hand out so Dax stays?
Just
Yeah,
like on my
exactly.
forehead, I'm swinging.
Dax, you just kind of accept his gesture and stay put?
Cross my arms and just huff.
So when you climb into the apple, he goes, although handsome, you look very hungry. Would you like an apple?
Yeah, no, I would
Don't do it.
absolutely I would
Don't do it.
absolutely love it.
Shut up, Dax.
Yeah, I am hungry.
Help yourself.
Whatever.
He
All right,
winks at
thank
Dax.
you. And I'll just take a bite of an apple without thinking at all.
Do you want more apples? Do you want like 5 apples?
Well,
yes,
first
or
I'd like
several.
to. Can I just finish the apple I'm currently eating before I decide how hungry I am if I need another one?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, go
Right,
ahead.
all right. And he'll just trail off like really confused.
So, do you want another?
what do I feel? What do I feel right now?
You probably were hungry, and it's definitely a good apple.
Then yeah, absolutely. I want another one.
Help yourself.
Oh my God, Digsby.
I look
Shut
around
up,
really
Dex.
suspicious. I look around really suspicious because I'm very hungry and I just want to eat, food because I'm probably starving. But the reactions
absolutely.
I'm getting right now are pretty suspicious.
So what do you do?
I eat another apple, obviously.
How is it?
Yeah, about the same as the first. They're both pretty good. I'm just very hungry.
What would you like another?
Am I getting any less hungry? Am I still just as hungry?
I don't know. You're pretty big, dude, and you just had 2 apples. Like it's probably not.
How many apples does it take to fill up Waltz?
You tell me, man.
I think one more apple and it's probably okay, I guess.
Yeah, 3 apples will probably do it.
So many apples.
Help yourself.
That's a lot of apples, my man.
I'll eat another one, I guess. Yeah, I'll eat my 3rd apple.
I feel
How
like
was that?
regardless of how hungry I was, I'd just be like, 1 apple's enough.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever binged apples.
Yeah.
I don't think I have either, but now I'm kind of questioning it,
Oh, how was your
Would you
third
like
apple?
another?
Maybe they are just that good.
No, I'm good. 3 apples is usually plenty for any individual.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be 3 silver.
I'm just sitting there crying, laughing in the passenger seat.
Can I check my little bag for any silver that I might have?
Yeah, you don't have any silver just because of the nature of where you came from. You kind of got separated from some things.
Right. I'll say, listen, you probably should have said that up front next time because you're probably going to run into individuals who don't have any money on them. Especially if I'm wandering on this.
Someone's apple without paying? Unless you're Dax, of course.
Look, it was one time. And generally when something's offered, it's,
Hey,
Out
I
of
don't
the
know what
kindness
your
of your
customs are, but that's not how we do it here. You take someone's apple, you pay, but okay. Help me carry these to the general store when we get there, and we'll call it even. He looks a little upset. He really wanted
right.
to...
I'm sorry, man. I
okay.
just had to let that go on that. I just, after the second one, I was mostly just curious how many apples you would eat, because,
He did eat a lot of apples.
right? I'm Dax, by the way, and I'll put my hand out.
I'll very firmly grab his hand and say, Waltz,
Ow,
good
ow,
to meet
ow,
you.
ow, ow, ow.
He'll say, what?
Nice to meet you,
sorry,
Waltz.
did that hurt?
No, it's fine. Shake my hand.
He'll notice that he is hurt, and Waltz will look at his hands, and given what he had just done, moments previous, not that anybody else knows this, Waltz will put his hand on Dax and see if anything happens.
Do you want anything to happen?
Dude, what
It's
are you
up to you,
doing?
man.
He's just, I don't even know if Waltz knows. He may not be sure exactly how
I'd
to...
say nothing happens. So you reach your hand out thinking I got this, and then nothing really happens, so you just weird him out.
Waltz will nod his head and be like, how does that feel?
It feels very strange.
Do you
Are you
know
from
each
here?
other?
These customs are not the same as where I'm from.
After he says that's very strange, I'll just look at my hands like amazed.
I did it. That was odd. My name is Steve, by the way, right, Dax? Isn't that... Forgot.
Yes, Steve, the guy that I've been calling Digsby the whole time that Waltz guy's been here.
Digsby. Yes, that's my name. Digsby the Apple Man.
I'll put my
That's
hand
you.
on Digsby and do the same thing.
Thank you. Rub my shoulders. It's been a long ride. My back is killing me. Do you rubbish?
I'll just
Do you
look-
rubbish? Does anyone else's first session
Riveting
start with massages
role-playing.
on old halflings?
Oh my gosh. And the old man just
Just old man massage? All right. Nope. No one wants to continue this? All right. We'll just let it kind of
forcing apples upon
That's all
people.
right. You can do it later. It's not a big deal.
I'll look to my hands confused. I'll be like, well, maybe, it didn't work that time.
Yes. All right. Well. All right. So the cart kind of starts descending down a little decline and gets sort of near the shoreline. Did you nod, Joel, because I said descend down a decline?
I did.
Yeah. It's a
As they
little,
do.
repetitive. Yeah. I typically descend down declines. Anyway. So yeah, after you descend down the decline, you get closer to the shoreline. And it's kind of, so it's becoming apparent you're at least on a coast. You don't really know the scale of where you're at.
Just for my notes, is this downward from that decline then?
No, it's one of those upward. It's about to become an upward decline, but yeah, currently it's a downward decline.
Got it.
Sure,
Okay.
okay.
Gravity makes no
Those
sense.
are the kind of notes that
clarification.
GMs want their players to take. Yeah, so as you near the coast, you all sort of look over and start seeing this very handsome man walking out of the water. Adam, would you like to describe Jules?
Well, first off, if you want to kind of picture that scene from Casino Royale, where he just kind of hops out of the
I
water.
didn't
onto
No
the
joke,
shore,
when
you
I was
know?
picturing like what does it look like, that is actually what came into my mind.
Same.
Oh yeah, including the blue shorty swim trunks.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. But no,
armor.
so Jules is he's an Azarketti, so he's like a fish man. He's got kind of tealish blue skin. His hair kind of looks like seaweed, but yeah, he's very handsome, almost Brad Pitt-esque a little bit. And then he also is wearing pirate garb, those kind of baggy sleeved white shirts that are, super sexy. And
of course.
he's got
Is it unbuttoned?
I still wear those.
oh yeah, you can see like past his sternum, He's got rapier and a trident that extends. That's pretty sweet. Well, we'll see that later.
Nice.
And he's also, you can see where his skin is exposed. He's like just covered in nautical tattoos.
Dude,
So,
nautical tats.
yeah.
Wow.
Nautical, dude.
Dude, nautical.
Oh my god.
That's how he talks. Yeah. So what does Jules do when he emerges from the water and sees a wagon?
Yeah, seeing the cart, I'll kind of look around, and then I'll raise my fishy hand. I'll wave at him and say, "Ahoy there!"
What? Oh, ahoy!
Pardon me, I don't mean to interrupt your journey.
No, please do.
He kind of looks around again.
Dax, do you
and
think I want an apple?
I bet you could get at least 4.
Okay.
I know this is a strange question, but do you have any apples?
Oh, wow. Do I have the guy for you?
Yeah, just don't pay him.
I seem to have lost my way. Would you mind giving me a ride to the nearest town?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Hop on.
All right. It appears this is some sort of service, seeing that you've got passengers here.
Seems to have become that for sure, yes.
It's
Yeah,
pretty cheap
wonderful.
fare so far.
Excellent.
You
I
must
love
be
it.
hungry after swimming all that way.
Yes, actually, I am quite starved.
Would you like
I
an
pat
apple?
Waltz in the chest. Like, look at that. Like, get ready.
I'll hop in and I'll say, yeah, only rule on this wagon here. You got to eat at least one apple. They're pretty good. It's a rule. You have to. You got to try.
I'll just kind of stare at them because all three of them are like
Go
looking
on,
at each other and
have
like
the
talking
apple.
about apples.
You know apples, right? Do they have apples in the sea?
They're Granny Smith apples. Apple.
Oh, I did not know that going into this.
I'm familiar with apples. I mean, no, we don't have apples in the sea, but
Oh,
Not even crab
Let's
apples?
try one.
I'll like kind of I'll take one and like slowly bring it up to my mouth and take a very, very slow bite,
How is
chew it
it?
around a bit. Oh, it's delicious. It's very sweet.
Yeah, I bet.
Thank you. It's a very generous offer to give me an apple.
I had
you like
I
it?
had 3 of them. Yeah, I had
Yeah,
3.
you think
See
you
if you
could beat
can.
that record?
You should try. Yeah.
Actually, I'm quite all right. I don't want to
Oh,
upset
come
my
on.
stomach. No, I'm
Apples can't be that bad for that figure.
Listen, if I know one thing in this life, it's that there's never a free apple.
Well, you're
Those are some
correct,
wise
because
words.
that'll be one silver. Pay up.
Got him! Friggin' got him!
I don't have any money. I apologize. Maybe you shouldn't offer someone an apple before telling them that.
Digsby, does
not
this
the
normally
same
work?
apples.
That's what I
now.
told them. Yeah, I told them the same thing.
All right. Well, if you all 3 help me carry my apples to the general store, I'll forgive your debt.
Well, this one here looks like he could take them all himself.
I could
I
probably
know,
take them
right?
all
I'm
myself.
freaking
yeah.
huge.
I mean, just look at his hair. It's finely coiffed.
Yes, it has that like sweaty gel vibe. Looks great.
But I can provide some music for us.
Oh,
That would be great.
Excellent. I'll take out my ocarina and I'll start playing a little tune.
Maybe dump the
that
water
is
out of it.
not the instrument I expected.
Yeah, definitely dump the. I'll blow it out and it'll shoot out water out on the
Oh my!
out of the holes.
God. Hey, Digsby, we're in the splash zone, huh?
I would say so, Dax. I would say so.
So we have Digsby and
Oh,
Dax.
sorry. Yes, I'm Dax.
And you are?
Waltz, good to meet you.
Waltz. Nice to meet you. My name is Juldas, but my closest friends call me Jules.
What did he say?
You may call me Jules.
Jewel dust.
Jewel Das?
Juldas.
Okay. Julie.
Okay.
You can just call me Jules. It's fine. It's
Good
quite
old man answer, just okay.
okay.
It sounds good.
You know, I had a friend named Jules once, and he was a tall man.
He always paid for his apples.
Oh, man. Well, nice to meet you. Welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's go on our way then.
I'll continue playing a little tune on my ocarina.
So, Walt, what are you looking for? Where are you trying to go?
Yeah, fantastic question. I'll kind of maybe cover up my neck a little bit and say, well, where is it that you guys are going?
See, I don't actually know this guy. I just kind of snuck onto his wagon and convinced him that we knew each other. I have no idea where I even am. I'm not from here. This looks nothing like home. So I'm just trying to find my buddy Meeg. He's a kobold, looks like me, kinda. But yeah, I'm just trying to find him. I have literally no idea where he is. So I figured first person I see hop on a wagon, well, maybe we'll, I don't know, go into a town of people is probably my best shot.
Right, yeah, I'm looking for essentially the same thing. Any near
Oh, you're looking for Meeg too? You know him?
You know, you've never heard of, just hypothetically, Billerod. Have you ever heard of that place?
I'm sorry, I can't say that I have.
And then you hear an abrupt, son of a... And then the horses stop and the wagon halts to a stop and you all look up and there's a man standing in the center of the road. Ryan, would you like to describe Ryu?
I am not just a man, but I am Ryu, the elf tiefling.
Whoa.
So I know I said at the beginning that I'm a tiefling, but without getting too meta about it, Pathfinder allows you to choose an ancestry and a heritage. So my ancestry is elf, heritage is tiefling. So I've got these big...
Are you good looking as well?
I was just about to say, I am like struggling to think of what like male celebrity crush I look like, and I'm struggling to think of it, but maybe it'll come in due time.
We took all the good ones.
Look, it was remarkably
You did.
hard
There was
for
only
me
two.
to come up with something.
There was only two
A guy
yeah.
to
that
pick from.
looks like a lizard, so it felt offensive to pick anybody.
Is it like a Chris Hemsworth lizard?
Yes, I don't know.
Chris Hemsworth's
Ryan-
head on
Ryan
like
Reynolds.
a lizard body.
Dang it. Okay, so Chris Hemsworth is taken too. All right, well, if you guys come up with ideas, you can let me know.
Mr. Bean.
Ryan, you know he's an
You'd be-
anime character, Ryan.
George Clooney.
All
George
right, yeah,
Clooney, maybe?
we all know this is a some
Let's
sort
hop
of
back
anime.
on track. Let's get back on track.
Just imagine the chiseled, drawn-in features of your favorite male anime waifu, boifu. Don't know what that's called. So I, Ryu, have these long elf ears that stick out of it's short cut hair, but it's a little bit matted and a little bit grown out right now. He's looking a little bit dirty. I've got these two bone-colored kind of short horns that come out of my forehead, and I am from a samurai clan called the Arakai, so I carry along with me a katana, but it's not just any katana, it's this giant odachi, so a big old katana that I wear at my side. The samurai robes that I'm wearing right now are more of like I guess I would say like a tan or just very muted color, also looking very tattered right now. I've just got this, very like medium build, but extremely like ripped, almost as ripped as these scars that you can kind of see poking out between the V in my samurai robes on my chest.
It's like a Bruce Lee type shred, right?
Yeah. Imagine like a sexier, more anime, white-haired Bruce Lee.
Wow.
And
Now I get it. Now I get
Now
it.
I
yeah.
understand.
and now you know
Picture
why we
perfect.
saved Ryu for last.
Hold on. Did you describe his eyes?
I don't think I did. That's a very,
Both in appearance and function.
one of the
please.
most important things
Yeah,
about
one
him,
of the most-
actually, are his eyes. And so what you can see is that he's got kind of the scarring that's going around both of his eyes. And the eyes themselves, the irises are white right now, which will be unfelded in due time.
I don't even know what that word means.
I don't know what that word means.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah, you lost
I
me.
made up a different conjugation of the word unfold.
Let's roll with it. Dude. Hey, it's a fantasy
lost me
world.
at
That is
the.
now a word. Yeah.
Look, if you can be an elf, you can make up words. Who cares?
Yeah.
Stop the cart before I infelled you.
What?
Okay, I don't
What does
actually
that
say
mean?
that. What I do say is I first of all, I'm even wondering if I want to step out in this cart. Where I come from, Ryu and his people are, I guess, subjugated might be the best word, persecuted a lot from where he comes from. So just kind of anybody that he encounters end up seeming to be an enemy in some way. But because of his situation, he decides to engage this wagon. So I walk out in front of this cart. I place my thumb on the hilt of my sword and I kind of push it out and I say, "My name is Ryu of the Erikai. I'll cause you no harm if you can provide me with information."
Dax will quickly stand up. Hey guys, and he'll look around to the rest of the group. Hey guys, there's another one. Look at that sword. That's freaking huge.
What
Do you
did he
wanna-
say?
Do you want an apple?
Beautiful sword.
Get him an apple.
This guy looks like he's very hungry for apples.
Come on.
I seek
this-
I'll
Get him
throw
nothing
an apple at him.
but information.
Throw it.
I throw it at him.
Do an attack roll. PvP. Throw the apple.
Not hard, just a
Little
toss.
Okay.
Do you really want me to roll
no,
for
no.
attack? Okay.
Ryu, I don't think you would sense this apple.
I was
do you?
just gonna say I probably don't. I was gonna ask if there's a way maybe I can just like quickly whoosh with my sword and slice that apple in half as it comes towards me, but I'll leave that up to you.
The apple thumps you in the forehead.
Awesome, thank you. I was trying to
Whoa,
look
Jules.
so cool.
That feels aggressive.
What a good GM.
Yeah, dude.
He's not very good at catching.
This is your final warning. Provide me with the information I need.
What does he say?
I'm so sorry for Jules. That was definitely an accident. We're not trying to start a fight.
That cost 1 silver, by the way.
Stranger, I don't think any of us know anything about what you're probably going to ask. We're all pretty out of sorts here as well.
Go ahead and ask it. Unless you already did and I wasn't listening.
One silver for the apple.
You can see the look on my face right now. I'm just looking like very exhausted. I've got like batters and bruise and dust across my face, and I'm even kind of rocking back and forth as I'm trying to hold my ground here. I said, "That was your final warning," and then I just collapse face first onto the ground.
Jules, what did you do?
You killed him.
I
How
just
hard
gave
did
him
you
an
throw
apple.
that thing?
Not hard at all. I'll hop off the cart.
Waltz will
And,
hop off as well.
Yeah, I'll scamper down onto the ground.
Let's loot him.
Digsby runs up to get his apple.
Waltz will just kind of like do his best to just deadlift his like dead, limp body and just try and put him over his shoulders to take him in the
I was
cart.
going to help him too.
Can I do a strength check to see if I just look really
You
strong?
want to just... Okay, yeah. Waltz, like, runs up and kind of hikes up his pants and then tries to, like, legit impress you guys with a deadlift. So roll a strength check.
I go up to help him. So if you just like pick him up, I'm just like, you just give me a look, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's like, watch this.
I rolled a 12.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Waltz, I feel like you go to deadlift him, you get him, and then kind of drop him, and then maybe tweak your back for a second, and then try and play it off. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jules. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, you would
sure
help?
you don't need help?
No, I could get him by myself. If you want to help, I mean, yeah, we could carry him together. I'll let you join in.
I'll help. Yes.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
give me an arm.
You sure you
I'll-
can? Yeah, I mean, you sure you're?
I've got it.
All right.
Waltz, I've got it. It's fine.
This is awkward.
Yeah, you
Just
guys look
carry
like
him
you've got
together.
this, so I'm gonna go back, I guess.
We'll start swinging him in the back like the one. Whee! All right,
Watch
on
the
three,
apples.
and then we'll
Should we feed him an apple?
You
Yeah,
probably can't
for sure.
afford it.
You
But
can
I
put it on
suppose
my
you-
tab. I'll help you carry
suppose.
apples.
A tab? Okay. So what do you guys do around this unconscious elf tiefling?
Oh yeah.
I'll kind of check him, feel like I do a medicine check or something.
Are you trying to, like, heal him, or...
Yeah, see if there's anything I can do, to, like, if he has some wound that I don't know if he's, like, dying or something, if he's bleeding out. So
yeah,
if
you can
there's
roll
something...
a medicine check.
He looks pretty rough, Jules. What can you do?
That's a 16.
Yeah, so you're kind of looking him up and down, and he has extremely chapped lips, bruises, cuts. His skin looks sunburnt. You can tell he's just exhausted, and he clearly was out in the wilderness for a very long time.
Waltz will put 2 and 2 together and look at his hands again and put both of them on Ryu's limp and dry and damaged body and just try and channel any healing powers that I can into his body.
So you put your hands on his chest, and you're waiting, and everyone's staring at you confused, and then they start to glow, and you see some of his cuts healing and his lips kind of losing some of its chappedness. Yeah, so you can fix chapped lips, by the way. That's canon now. And you have administered 5 hit points of healing to Ryu.
Sweet. That is the full capability of my healing.
You see my lips kind of start to quiver like they're trying to say something, and he's going,
What's he saying?
Save your strength, friend.
Everyone lean in.
Digby, do you have any water?
Yes. He rummages around in his overalls. He pulls it out from inside his pants. You don't really know if he had clothes on under there or not. Hands you a canteen.
Wait, how much is this going to cost?
It's water. Don't be silly.
Sure. Okay.
What's it look like? An apple? I'll help Ryu take some water.
I let the water splash across my lips, and then I can kind of feel it fall into my mouth as I take a few sips, and I gain the ability to now use my tongue and my vocal cords a little bit better, and I mumble
Level
some
up.
more.
It's a level 2 ability.
I was gonna say, is that an ancestry?
You can speak.
I mumble again. Birds, bees.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! Sponsored by Burt's Bees.
I don't know what that means.
Use the code. Use the code Morts and Ports.
Must be his chapstick.
I say, you're helping me.
Well, of course. You look
We're not
like
just
you're in
going
a
to
rough
let you
way.
die in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Certainly not in my wagon.
Are you not goblinoids?
No, can't you see me?
Dax, are you a goblin?
That feels rude.
What do you mean?
That he's calling us goblins.
Well, yeah.
Aren't you a goblin, Dax?
Wow. Okay.
I'm so
Cool.
confused.
No, that's fine.
When
Doesn't matter.
I hear that and I
Excuse me,
say,
so-
I knew it, and I'm about to draw my sword on.
No. Calm
Dax.
down. Calm down. None of us are goblinoids. Can you see us?
I'm thinking whether or not I want to reveal to them my handicap currently, and I say,
I'm waving my hand in front of his face.
He's contemplating. I can trick them.
I say, of course, duh. What a stupid
Okay,
question.
duh, your eyes are white.
How many fingers am I holding up? And I'm not holding up any. My hand's just down now.
All of them, of course.
Are you blind?
I am, but I can sense where you are.
That sounds cool.
That does sound very cool. Well, don't worry, friend. We're all peaceful beings, it appears at least. I don't know about this Digsby with his apple sales and, lack thereof, I should say.
Give him
Yeah,
an apple.
sorry Jules hit you in the face with an apple, by the way.
Well, I didn't know he was blind at the time.
I certainly didn't get the sense you were allies.
No, that
point.
seems
Well,
fair.
yeah, we did just meet.
We did sound pretty hostile back there, didn't we?
What's your name?
I'm Ryu of the
Ryu.
Arakai.
I can't say I'm familiar with the Arakai, but my name's Jules. This here's Dax and Waltz.
Hello.
And the man trying to push apples on you, I assume very shortly, is Digsby.
Hello.
Jules. And then I look to my left and I say, that must be Dax.
Yep.
Waltz as I look to my right. And
I'll just
then
nod to you.
I kind of close my eyes and sense towards the front. Digsby that drives the cart.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate your help, but I really must find out where I am and get back to my home.
You're here.
Where is he, Digsby?
In the wagon. I don't understand.
Well, obviously we're in the wagon.
We're going to Karos.
How is that spelled?
It's spelled Caros.
Karos. Okay, I got it.
Tell me, are we still on Desolus?
What?
Yeah, I've not heard of that either. What is that? Where is that is the better question.
Desolus is my home planet.
Oh.
What is this crazy man speaking of planets, silly?
Wait, you're from another planet?
Apparently so.
Jules, what about you? You're from here, right?
No, I'm from Aquaria.
Because I'm not from here either. So
Where are you
Waltz,
from?
are you from? I'm from Dracus.
Dragons.
Waltz, are you from here?
No, I was just in Mandaru back in Mortifar.
Mortifar. So we're all from different planets.
It does seem that way.
You guys aren't making any sense.
Hold on, Digsby. How did you all get here?
I mean, I went through one of those, the portal things, whatever.
Right. Yeah, the portal thing.
That's the last thing I remember, and then I woke
I
up
did
here.
that.
Fascinating. Me too. Me as well.
I couldn't see it, but I'm guessing I was also by a node.
I wonder why we all ended up here at the exact same time.
So I assume we're all trying to get back, or I was trying to leave, so I'm like kind of stoked I'm not back on my planet anymore. But I also need to find my friend, so...
If I wasn't here, I'd be feeding the fishes by now. Well, one large one, I'll say that.
Well, listen, I don't know why any of us are really here. It's probably just nothing more than a coincidence, and I don't think any story points are probably going to evolve out of this. So let's just go find your friend there, Dax.
Correct.
Well, anyway,
Sure.
It's nice meeting you all. See ya.
I mean, we can try. I don't know that he's in Karos, I figured the sooner we can get to more people than good old Digsby here, the better.
Digsby, how far are we from Karos?
Let's see, we just have to take this little mountain pass here. It's a little
Does
unsettling.
it go up or descend?
It is an ascending platform that goes upward.
Perfect.
Yes. It's a little unnerving if you've never done it before. Hopefully you're not afraid of heights.
No. Are you kidding me? I'm a pirate.
A what?
Known for being really high on things.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a crow's nest?
Okay, touche. You got me there.
All right, so the cart starts to wind upwards, up an incline, you could say. And
All the apples spill out.
you start going on this very thin road where the left side of you is literally a cliff and you can just see jagged rocks down into the ocean. And then the right side is another cliff wall. So you're in a very narrow pass. And Digsby is just whistling while he's taking the cart around. And then he goes around a bend. And just as he's going around this bend, like you can't quite see beyond it, another man steps out in front of the carts. You see this human with tan skin, a patchy beard. He's kind of got greasy, slicked back hair, a crooked kind of Owen Wilson nose, since we've been talking about celebrities.
Wow.
Yeah, and he goes, wow.
Obligatory wow.
Yeah. And as he steps forward, you see two more people step out behind him, kind of flanking him. One is a gnoll, which is a big hyena-looking humanoid. Has dark brown fur, a ton of scars, minimal armor, just kind of like rags wrapped around him, and just crooked teeth that are sticking out of his lips. And then a tall, slender, fit-looking elf with loose blonde hair and worn leather armor. So the first guy that stepped out, he had half-plate armor. It's got a little bit of dents in it, but he definitely has the most formidable armor of the bunch. And he goes, "Hey there, Digsby, why don't you bring the cart to a stop for me?" And he goes, oh, yes. And the cart kind of creaches to a stop.
Hey, some more people. What do you say? We're headed to Karos. What do you think? Want to hop in, eat some apples? We can be on our way. We're having a great time so far.
Well, surely he's going to Karos. That's the only place this road leads.
Cool. I'll jot that down on my notes. I did not know that.
Are you writing that down? Yeah, sorry.
Yes,
Meta
I am.
joke. Yes, I am. He goes, "Well there, Digsby. I hope you weren't planning on taking all those apples to Karos. You haven't quite paid your toll this month, have ye? And Digsby goes, "Oh, well, I'm pretty sure I only have 2 bags here. Surely I gave you..." No, Digsby. You're still a little short. So what do you say you hand over one of those bags for us? Well, I suppose. And he kind of looks at Waltz, because you were supposed to carry his apples. Would you mind giving Nelly the bag of apples? Chop, let's go, chop.
Yeah, no problem. And he'll grab the bag of apples and start walking towards this guy.
Okay.
As he's walking towards, he's going to try and kind of maybe wiggle the bag and get all the apples onto one side and create somewhat of a handle with the bag of apples.
Oh, nice.
I'll lean over to Digsby. You didn't pay the toll yet? You don't keep any kind of record of this?
No, they came to my orchard this month, I swear. I gave them so many of my apples.
Was it this guy?
Perhaps I misremembered. It was
bet
one
you
of
didn't.
It was one of the Drake Knights, I'm sure. Yeah, so he sticks out his hand, waiting for you to hand it to him, Waltz.
Can I do a quick search action or search check and just see what I see with him, like the current situation with him and the 2 people with him, the 2 humanoids with him?
Yeah, you roll a perception.
Let me do that thing, please. 17.
Nice, yeah, so you're walking up. You see he's standing there, and as you're kind of checking out his armor, you notice in the center of his chest piece, he has what looks like a scale embedded into his breastplate. It kind of has the finish of a fish scale, but it looks larger, like from a bigger creature. It kind of shimmers when the light hits it. The 2 people standing behind him, like the knoll, looks like it's just kind of vibrating internally, hoping that it can lash out. You can tell he's kind of a chained beast of the group. And then the elf behind him has 2 swords, and he has his hand on one of them. And the Nelly, who you're about to hand the apples to, has kind of a confident smirk on his face. But then he sticks his hand out and he goes, "Hold on. Stop right there.
I'll stop. Yeah.
Where'd you get that sword, chap?"
Oh, the sword I have here?
Of course, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got this a while back. It was actually from my city that I used to fight for.
Funny thing, nobody on Nisserine is allowed to have weapons, except for the Drake Knights. You're not a Drake Knight, are you?
No, I absolutely am a Drake Knight. That's what I'm saying. We're all in this fight together, brother.
Well, I could see a bit of a smooth talker, but that was more of a rhetorical question, seeing as I'm captain of the region around here, and I don't think I've ever seen you before.
No, that's just because we're captains of different regions. I'm also the captain of a region, so you don't talk to me like that.
Which region are you captain of there, mate?
The one right next to here, which is why I'm traveling to Carros. Are we going to continue asking ridiculous questions, or can I get to Carros? Otherwise, Lieutenant Werewig is going to be incredibly angry with you.
Where's your scale, Captain?
I'm sorry, I'm actually doing a little bit of fighting around here, so we don't always keep our scales in these battles that we have going on. I'm sure you've been nice and safe up in your little officer tent while I'm fighting the battles with my warriors.
Ryu turns to Jules, and I say, "Is he being serious? I thought he said he was from another planet."
I think he's trying to bluff.
He's good at it.
Man, I wish I had some popcorn right now.
We have apples.
Ryu puts his hand out, trying to find the apple.
I'll hand him one.
He slowly eats it while he's watching this conversation go on, and crunches into it super slow.
Digsby whispers, "That'll be 1 silver."
Ryu's standing the wrong way. He's facing the wrong direction.
He's just sensing them.
Digsby, now's not the time. I crunch into another apple piece.
You didn't even finish the one you started. So wasteful. Yeah, so Nelly, who you're talking to, has his hands on his belt with his head tilted back, looking kind of cocky. He's smirking. He goes, "I'll be honest, not many people around here have the guts to bold-faced lie to a captain of the Drake Knights." And he kind of gestures his fingers, and you see 3 more I guess we could call them Drake Knights, step on the ledge up above of the cliff face that you're next to. So now they're looking down at your wagon, and you see they all have short bows with kind of an arrow notch. And he says, "Here's the deal. None of you," and he looks back to the entire wagon, "have any right to be carrying those weapons. In fact, I think they should be an offering to the Drake. So why don't you toss them down, give me the apples, and be on your way."
Jules, they sound rude. They must be goblins.
They are.
I'm gonna leave my weapons right where they are, thanks.
Digsby looks to Dax and he says, "Dax, I don't think this is a good idea. They basically run this island.
On whose authority?
The druid man, Sindor, the Drake Knights, I don't know. It's just, you don't want to do this. You're going to make it harder for everyone. Listen to the old man. Throw the weapons down and be on your way."
I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna wait for someone to make a move, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to be the one that ruins everything, I guess.
I take the apple that I was chewing, and I hold it in front of Jules, and I say, "You know what to do with this."
And that is where we'll end our session.
Nice.
With the
Love
apple cliffhanger.
Literally.
Excellent.
With the
Yeah,
people above.
yeah, you're on a cliff. Thank you so much for joining us for our first session. I just want to give a couple shout outs. First to Joel for editing this episode, and Taryn as well, and also to Adam for all of our original artwork that you'll see. That's our logos and just character portraits. And to Ryan for that sick theme song that you heard kick off this podcast and some of our original music as well. Most of all, we would like to thank you, our listeners, because without you, we're just 5 guys making our wives mad because we played too much D&D. So,
And that might be
is
all
true.
we are right now, literally.
yeah, literally. For sure.
Yes,
So, yeah.
thank you.
We'll see how this turns out.
Yeah, so you guys can check us out. We're on Reddit, Instagram, and Patreon, Mortals and Portals. And if you want to be a patron, you can hear our bonus episode called Downtime, where we're just going to react to this session, maybe have a little bit of a meta discussion, how we felt as players, characters, so on. Just a real quick episode. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, mortals. Darren's just like,
okay.
What is
So-
happening?
It's fine.
Taryn, are you okay?
Sorry, so there was if I could get a quick recap, there's a bug I've been looking for ever that I finally killed. Literally since the last time we played this, I saw it pop up, and I smashed that thing, dude. And it freaked me out because it came out of nowhere, and scared the out of me, dude. And then I was like, okay,
Right.
I'm gonna go get some ice. But can I get a quick recap?